What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Fazo's Thoughts. I'm not really too sure which episode this is, but hey, guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, hit that like button, smash that like button, actually, claymore that like button. Hit the share button, leave a comment if you're enjoying what you're about to get into. But today we're going to talk about some news surrounding Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and the new, well, it wouldn't be new because they've had it already, but the revisited pay-per-view that might be coming back this October, as you see on the screen there, Bad Blood. So, welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Faisal the Great One, and let's just dive right into it. So, as you guys know, at Clash at the Castle this past Saturday, CM Punk went all the way to Scotland to screw over Drew McIntyre for winning the World Heavyweight Championship. It was very nice to see the camera angle. You knew it was CM Punk if you paid attention to the shoes. I love sneakers, so I was definitely paying attention. Not that that's the first thing that I looked at, but you know, when reps, as you can see in this video here, just wear regular black shoes. Maybe they might wear some all black Air Maxes or something like that. If I'm seeing you sport some some ones, especially with a red swoosh, oh, I'm gonna pay attention. But yeah, CM Punk came in and screwed Drew McIntyre out of the World Heavyweight Championship again. This is like his second or third time doing that. And, it just leaves you into wondering what's going to be next for Drew McIntyre. For those who watched Monday Night Raw this past week, Drew McIntyre actually came out. He was stammering with the crowd, and he just said he quit. He said, GG's in the chat, I'm out, right? The camera followed them to the back, Triple H pushing the camera out of the way. He's like, get out of here, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, Drew McIntyre said he quits. There's no reason for him to be there anymore. He feels like he's been screwed over time and time again. So that was very cool, but it kind of makes you wonder, well, what's going to be next for Drew McIntyre? Well, with the news that came out over the last few days, I think we know exactly where Drew McIntyre might be heading. So, by PW Insider, WWE are looking at hosting Bad Blood on Saturday, October 5th. 27 years to the day since the first ever Hell in a Cell match at In Your House, Bad Blood in 1997. WWE are believed to be looking at Atlanta as a potential host city for the event. Now, Bad Blood, I'm telling you right now, it's kind of amazing how CM Punk and Drew McIntyre the bell has not rang for these two men in a match. And it's the hottest feud in WWE. Now, usually, hot feuds, it consists of promo battles. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have been talking since, damn near since he's gotten here. Obviously, Drew McIntyre is the reason why CM Punk couldn't even compete at WrestleMania with the injury. But ever since then is when Drew McIntyre and CM Punk have really gotten into it. So, you figure January, it's June now. I would assume that while Drew McIntyre, quote-unquote, quit, we do know that, obviously, Drew McIntyre did sign a multi-year deal with the company. So, we know that he's not out of the country. Not out of the country. We know that he's not out of the company necessarily. However, when a star says that they quit, it kind of makes you wonder, where are they going to go now? The last guy to do it outside of AJ Styles, even though he wasn't really serious about it, was Jey Uso. He left Friday Night SmackDown and became the most over guy on Monday Night Raw. So it kind of makes you wonder, okay, well, when is CM Punk and Drew McIntyre going to have their first match? If I'm not mistaken, during the press conference, I believe that CM Punk is cleared, or he's about to be cleared, or he's like halfway there or something like that. And if that's the case, then that's phenomenal and that's wonderful. But when are they going to have their first match? Now, the next big pay-per-view coming up is SummerSlam, so I would assume that SummerSlam has to be Destination 1. And I know that I cannot be the only one in this club feeling that Drew McIntyre cannot lose. He can't lose the feud, and he can't lose the first match. When you've essentially been getting the upper hand before the bell even rang for your match with said person, yeah, you won your match already. CM Punk won his match at WrestleMania. He won his match at Clash at the Castle by costing Drew McIntyre to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Essentially, again, obviously he won it at WrestleMania. He's the reason why he lost it at WrestleMania, realistically. But, CM Punk is the reason why he lost the title in a legit factor, because that's when Damian Priest came out. So, when you take that into consideration, Drew McIntyre shouldn't be losing the first match. I don't know when the second match will take place, because obviously it's going to be SummerSlam, and 3 weeks later it's going to be Bash at Berlin. I don't think that they're going to run those guys into another match right then and there. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that this is a feud where time has served this feud to the fact where obviously we're still building, like we're like, yo, I want to see these guys in the ring, I want to see them do their thing. However, feuds can die out very quick. We've seen that happen with Jay and Jimmy Uso leading up to WrestleMania. Now, if their feud had happened right after SummerSlam when Jimmy had cost him the title, it might have been like, oh, like I need to see this. But when you try to drag things out from August to April, brother, that is 8 months. Obviously they didn't interact until the Royal Rumble, really. But even then, they didn't even utilize that time for, what they could have done. They could have done multiple backstage segments. I know Jimmy had cost him the title a lot of times, but I'm getting off kilter here. I know we're not talking about Jimmy and Jey Uso, but we're here to talk about Drew and CM Punk. But yeah, guys, I just really wonder when the second match would take place. I'm not entirely too sure what's going to be the match right after SummerSlam, or what's the pay-per-view, rather, after Bash of Berlin. But even if it is like in September, Bad Blood being in October has to be the last match. And as I had read from PW Insider, the fact that they're trying to pay homage to the first Hell in a Cell match, I don't think that there's a feud that really does need a Hell in a Cell match more than this right here. Now, if you really wanted to be technical, you can say, oh, well, Sammy and Chad hate each other, yada, 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 but not to the point where they need that still structure surrounding them in the ring. This is a little bit different, and like I said, we hadn't even gotten a single match yet. So I think it would be really cool for them to pay homage to the first Bad Blood Hell in a Cell match. I think that would be phenomenal. There's no better feud to use this for. And one of the best things under Triple H's regime is that they have not utilized the Hell in a Cell match. They've been using it sparingly. The last Hell in a Cell match was literally last year at WrestleMania 39 between Finn Balor and Edge, which Finn Balor still should not have lost that match. I will die on that hill. I don't care how far away we get from that match. I don't care how far away we get from the event. Finn Balor did not need to lose that match. But that's another subject for another day. But yeah, man, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. As you can see, I'm using them in this match right here. I just can't wait to see it happen on television. Cleveland, I'm not too sure how big Cleveland is in terms of pops and crowds. Obviously, it's summertime. They're going to be where the Browns play. They might have some Cleveland hometown heroes make an appearance here and there on the card. But I just hope that this match is what brings out what might be a dull crowd into the oblivion. Like, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, if they're making me excited for a match that hasn't happened yet, and I'm just one fan, just imagine how everyone else feels. I would assume that Drew McIntyre might be taking a little bit of a break here, and then he's going to come back and probably go apeshit on the entire roster, but, I mean, we got to see that happen, you know what I mean? And then I would assume he would have to get his wins back. He'll get a few wins on Monday Night Raw. Maybe he'll just start Claymoring the hell out of people backstage. Maybe the match will ring, the bell rings, ding, 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 Claymore, 1, 2, 3. He has to call out CM Punk. I'm sure CM Punk might get the edge over him one more time before their feud, but I don't think that he needs to lose the feud, and he damn sure should not lose 3 times in a row. So, it's been Faisal the Great One, y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'm out, bro.